Welcome everyone on our second offering of Chit Chat Reloaded with me, Andy, your friendly host this Sunday evening. Once again, we're back on your screens and thank you for choosing us. We are so excited to be your choice of entertainment tonight. Our pilot episode last week was a success. Thanks to you at home for watching and engaging on all our social media platforms. This week, CCR brings you a guest like no other. Tanzania-born beauty queen, entrepreneur, activist, businesswoman, and recently crowned Mrs. South Africa's second princess is here to share with us her secrets to success. Now, please help me welcome Zikhona Ngxata. Hello, Sisi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
Oh my God, you look beautiful. You look amazing. How does it feel to carry this title on top of everything else that I just mentioned?
It feels overwhelming. You know, I'm the founder of Miss Eastern Cape, as you've already said.
Of course.
So now I've always led from the back.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, now this is the time for me to lead from the front.
Oh my God, I was so excited to see you.
People think that it's just waking up and having a dream to do an event and all that. They don't know that this thing is inborn.
Of course.
It's actually in the fiber of my being. You know, so for my young girls to see me doing it. Now,
Yes.
oh, okay.
Yes.
She is not requiring something from us that she does not have.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so.
That was amazing for me to watch. I mean, I know all of the Eastern Cape was like rooting for you. Like, that's our person. So, I mean, how were your babies at home? Were they like, that's my mom on TV?
They're so excited. My firstborn actually took all her friends from school and they went to the airport and so like this big thing with balloons and all
Yes.
that. And they are part of my why. You know,
Okay.
I'm blessed with three beautiful daughters.
Oh,
and
yes.
They are my drivers. You understand? I'm passionate about the girl child and God blessed me with girl children.
Oh my God.
You know, so they are overwhelmed. Even like the young ones, I've got my last one is 2 years, and then she say, "Mama, how is South Africa?" Yeah, so it's like it's nice when they say charity begins at home.
Absolutely.
So what I do in the community is what I do at home.
Absolutely.
It starts with my girls before it goes to the girls in the community.
So, just out of curiosity, would you encourage your girls to do beauty pageants?
You know what? I want them to be the best versions of themselves. You understand? Whichever direction they want to go, I will support them.
Okay.
Because children are not the same. For instance, I already see there's one that's like a lady.
Okay.
And then there's another one that I can see that this one might even play soccer. You know, so you don't want to treat them like, I don't want to be narrow-minded.
Okay,
You
okay.
understand? Because we don't want to end up being trapped in the same mentality that our parents were in. That you have to be a doctor, a nurse, and a teacher. You understand?
Yes.
So I want to give them and embrace whatever career they're going to choose.
Ah, that's
Otherwise,
beautiful.
if they choose modeling, to me, it must be about empowerment.
Okay, not
more
just...
than just parading.
Okay. So how can you describe the reception from Mrs. South Africa by South Africans? And also when you came home, you just told us that your girls were at the airport. Was everyone else there? How was that reception?
The reception is it's very good.
Okay.
Because women that are married, it's like marriage is, it's like you've arrived.
Oh, okay.
You understand? That's why people that are not married are like, I want to get married because I want to settle.
Oh, yes.
You know, I would always say when I speak to people, marriage is not about settling down. It's about settling up.
Oh.
So this platform is actually giving us an opportunity to settle up. You understand, to up the game, because you're always about, especially for me now, if I'll personalize it, it's about my marriage, it's about my children, it's about my communities. And then now this platform awarded me an opportunity now to water Zikhona.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And that with all my giving in all these aspects that I've already mentioned, I don't run dry.
Yes.
You understand? Because you can only give, you can't give from an empty cup. So for me, this whole process has been so empowering. It was filling my cup so that I can come back now loaded to go and serve again.
Yes, that is so beautiful. Now, with everything that I just mentioned, from you being an entrepreneur, career woman, an activist, and everything else, how do you find the balance, especially also being a mom? How do you find the balance to say, okay, I've got this?
You know, I've come to realize that there's nothing as balance.
Okay. Okay.
You just find yourself here and there and thriving. What's important, what helps people balance is a support system.
Okay.
You understand? Because your foot is there, but your foot needs to be here as well. So if you've got a support system, for instance, I've got my husband who's very supportive. So when I'm not at home and with the kids and all that, he is there filling the gap for me. When he's not at home, the helper is there. So that's why I'm saying you can't really say that you are balanced without your support system. You understand? They are the ones that keep you grounded. You know, I even called him. I was in Joburg preparing for this event for 2 weeks almost. And he'll be like, no, I'm at home. I'm not babysitting. I'm being a father.
Oh.
You know? So it's that's why I'm like, the only way you find a balance is to have
a great support system.
A great support system.
Oh, that is so beautiful. So your love for giving, when did it all start for you? When did you feel like this is my passion? This is what I'm going for in life?
You know what, Andy? I always say when I speak, through my losses, I learned perseverance.
Yes.
Through my losses, I learned resilience, compassion, and all that. Something needs to happen to you to wake you up. I lost my mother when I was 15 years. That gave me a perspective to young girls that don't have mothers. And then it also gave me a perspective to young girls that have mothers but don't have resources. So I've learned the compassion was not born there. You understand? It took life circumstances to push me to that care and love for community building and all that. Even though the passion that was there from birth was modeling. But now I was like, I don't want the stereotypical kind of modeling.
Yes, yes.
I want modeling with substance. I want modeling that is going to be empowerment, development. You understand? So to me, it was more like not just entertainment, but edutainment.
Oh, love that. Yes.
Yeah, so that's where the whole love started. I loved modeling from like Kwese Krish, you know, and used to be a second princess, first princess, queen. I've been to all the positions and all that. And to me, I've since then understood the power of the platform.
Oh, yes.
And knowing that the crown does not define you, it's what you do with the platform that defines you, you know. So yeah.
That is, I'm so stunned, guys. Are you as stunned as I am? She is so profound, so gorgeous.
This is Thulz.
Sitting here with Zikhona. So now growing up in Mdantsane and being from Mdantsane to being the founder of 2 NPOs, one being Miss Eastern Cape, Beauty with Purpose, and Beauty with Purpose South Africa, have you experienced any challenges with pursuing these dreams?
Yes, a lot. Resources.
Oh,
Lack of resources. But I always say, every time I would think about not having or not having enough, I would always say, Zikhona, remember why you started. No one said you must do this.
At the end of the day.
And I would always say to people, never limit your dreams to your resources. Start regardless. Start with what you have. If you've got 5 rands to go and buy paper to print a proposal, start. Don't make not having limit you from achieving that dream. Because I started Miss Eastern Cape with nothing. But today, Miss Eastern Cape is part of my profile with what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
So if I did not start because I did not get sponsorship, I did not get that, people sometimes need you to take that leap of faith. So what I would say has been a challenge is resources, but you build from whatever you have. Never make an excuse and say that I do not have enough. You have got enough. You have got yourself first. You have got your legs. You have got your hands. You have got 30 rands to buy airtime and make that call. You understand? So that has only been the major, the major problem. But also, I would say also stereotypes, because you find that the people that are decision makers have a preconceived concept about what modeling is.
Yes.
So now you find that there are blocks, and those blocks are not caused because there's no resources or there is no funds and all that, but they don't understand why you need to do this until you show them. You get a girl that did not have education and you offer that girl a bursary and they're like, oh, okay, this thing is not just modeling, it's got substance. Do you understand? So
yeah. Speaking of that, that was very interesting for me that you guys also give out bursaries with Miss Eastern Cape, right? How does that whole process, how is that all that process?
We usually look for the girl that is in need.
Okay.
Usually it will be like the 3 winners, they would get the bursary, but sometimes they're already studying or others are already graduated. So we'll check now within the finalists who has the need to study.
Okay.
And such that we've partnered now with MSc Business College.
Okay.
And they're like, every time you've got a young girl that want to go further with their studies, there's a bursary every year from MSc Business College.
That is amazing.
So
where is the pageant today? Like, where is it going? Are we going to have another Miss Eastern Cape this year?
definitely.
When are the auditions starting? What's happening with that?
With Miss Eastern Cape, I'm sure they will start around about May, June.
Okay.
We definitely have a Miss Eastern Cape. It's been my baby. It's my passion. I can go wherever, but my roots are here at home, you know, and I'm very passionate about young girls from previously disadvantaged communities. I believe that there's so much talent there and we have not tapped enough into all those areas.
Oh, I am having such a great and profound conversation with you. Thank you so much. But we have to take a quick break. We'll be right back after the break with more with Zikhona Ngxata.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Conversations with me, Thandi. I am your host. I'm so excited. This is a brand new show. We are coming to you live from Ngesi Digital TV. Check us on all social media platforms, Facebook and YouTube. This is a show that brings you purposeful conversations that seeks to heal, restore, and empower. Every Saturday, we will be joined by a guest suggested by you that will share their extraordinary journey of how they came to their authentic power. These guests come from all walks of life. We will host life coaches, entrepreneurs, property mogul, motivational speakers, social media influencers, etc. This show focuses on raising consciousness and inspiration, conversations where we thrive, learn and grow. I am so excited that we have migrated from Conversations with Thandi, which was on Facebook. We are now a big show on a digital platform called Ngesi Digital TV. I hope to earn the privilege of your time. Do converse with us as we are counting down to the 13th of March 2021. We will be live from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Do join us. Hope to see you there. Thank you so much.
Welcome back to Chit Chat Reloaded with Andy. I am still here with our second princess, Zikhona Ngxata. We're having such a great time and she's not about to leave just yet, but a little bit later on we have Thulz, the chef, to tell us more about his chicken biryani, and then also later on in the show we have Nzwakie to tell us more about Fashion Week in the red carpet on the Grammys. Now, can I come back to you just here for a little bit? You said something so profound for me that just raised so many brows for me at the Miss South Africa. When you were asked the question of speaking to the government officials, you said something about our youth having a problem. One of the challenges is materialism. And I felt that. And I felt like maybe people have not yet realized this, but this is a disease on its own. And like, how do you think we can rectify this problem, or maybe raise more awareness of it, because it leads a lot of people to depression, young people?
Yeah, you know, I said when I answered that question, it was not a matter of trying to impress the judges. It's a problem that we are experiencing as the nation, and our people, our young people are actually dying, suicide, depression, and mental diseases, you know. I already gave a solution to that problem, which is moral regeneration.
Yes.
We would roll out programs to schools, you understand, and make young people value themselves without attaching money to it, without attaching a weave to it, without attaching the most expensive phone to it, you understand, because also social media has also played a big role in how we view people.
Absolutely.
We say, okay, this is Andy. Okay, Andy, where do you stay? Which car do you drive? That. And then now people are shifting away from what's important. They're shifting away from their core values. They're shifting away from the core belief system, from the core substance, who you are, to the core, without what you have.
Yes.
You understand? So we need to take them to back to basics, because now our young people are suffering from identity crisis.
Oh, I love
because it's all about what I have, it's not about who I am. Of which there is something unique about you. There's something that the world is waiting from you. You understand? Without having to look into the social media and make yourself look like the other person. You understand? I would always say, when they will talk, they say, slay queens. I say there's absolutely nothing wrong with slaying, but what are your means to slaying?
Yes.
You
Yes.
understand?
Yes.
So when you have worked so hard, and wear that weave, there's a big difference than selling your soul in order for you to wear that
weave.
So now we need to save our youth from selling their souls through rolling out these programs, you know, of moral regeneration, preparing them for social settings at institutions of higher learning. That was one program I did with the Department of Education, where I said, you know what, the reason even for dropout at institutions of higher learning, it's not only because our young people are academically incapable.
Yes.
Sometimes it's because of the social settings at institutions of higher learning. So they need to be prepared so that they don't go there and get excited. Sometimes they know the career path they want to take, but they are not prepared mentally, emotionally, you understand? So now we need like emotional and spiritual intelligence that is going to go into the school as a curriculum, if not as curriculum, as a program. You understand? Yeah,
for young ladies, because I absolutely feel, as a student myself, you watch a lot of young ladies that come into the institution so sure of themselves, knowing what they want, but they get lost into it somehow. You know, you see them, you know, now wanting to wear the weave, and now, you know, sometimes they go as far as not even wanting to attend classes if they don't have a new outfit for the day. So I really love that, because it's really taking away from our youth. And now, what do you think, Nzwakie?
Just to add on, I find it amazing how you say that what you're doing is actually giving out awareness of mental issues.
Yes.
It's very true. In high school, once you leave high school, you know you're going to go to a certain varsity and you're going to do the certain course. Once you get there, there's someone smarter than you there.
Yes.
That was going to hit home. That's going to hit you. It may hit you hard, and what are you going to do about that? Because for us, we culture yethu. It's very, abazali bethu sometimes they don't know about ikhona into ekuthiwa depression.
Of course.
No.
But ikhona into ekuthiwa anxiety. You know, and you find that umuntu omnyama nganento ba ndononto. Ayinto suka kusathana. You know,
Izinto zabantu abathile ezo, yeah.
but ikhona, and then what I loved about you is that your platform, your why is to use it to educate.
Yes.
And that's what we need. We need our parents to be educated. We need abantu esikolweni to be educated. Otishala, they need to be educated as well. To know that, you know what, from high school already, groom abantwana and tell them, you know what, you're going to have hurdles along the road when you get to varsity. This is how you deal with it. You know, and you feel like if you can't cope anymore, there's always a psychologist on campus. I know for me, I took a gap year. I was 3 years in my course and I took a gap year because I was like, you know what, I'm feeling overwhelmed. And then I approached my parents. Then they're like, Mntanam, I support that decision.
Wow.
That, for me, that was like, you know what, my parents understand this. You know, so imagine how amazing it would be for us as a generations, as millennials and as Gen Zs, for us to understand that, you know what, if our parents could understand this, then the support
would be
you know,
so important.
yes, ingaphumelela, you know, because I just found that so amazing that your aim is to educate on a platform and not for but even materialistic. Because when I was just doing, I was just touching up your lashes and everything. I was just like, you're so gorgeous, like oh, you know, and I just love that. You're using your platform not for about one and then now you know, but yes, and but you know what, you are more than what you have.
Yeah.
You know,
And what you look like.
So yes, because we have that problem as the youth that ban une iPhone entsha, and then yabona lapha abantwana abancinci
Unnecessary pressure.
sisonke une iPhone entsha na mama ngicela iPhone entsha uzayithini. Does that make you who you are?
Of course, even with the food, like about they get frustrated of what they're going to eat. Yeah, like depression, of course. Nayo yenziwa zezinto ezingenxa social interaction.
Yeah,
Like a res mosikijili one in their sherish. Umuntu akafuna uya yena yopheka isiqara isipha, but someone else is preparing like
Something delicious, yes.
Yeah.
The thing is that food needs to go to the Instagram feed.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes. So we use. Oh,
It's
sorry.
really gonna go a long way, which is lenduyenzayo as like it's really gonna be like it's going to make a change in the long run. Of course, aizoyenza ngoku, but
But
of course,
sabonakala in the long run.
Just to add on real quick, what you're saying about even the food that it's a small example, but ukutya bekuphekwa eres. Ngike ndahlala eres when I was studying, right? So I find people cooking at 3 a.m. in the morning. And I got so mad this other time, like 10 upheke ebusuku because I was, my room was by the kitchen. Ngathi hayi kaloku ekhaya kuyasokola mina ndikipil chat njengoba nipheke mince meat. So imagine ufihla laa nto ayiphekayo. So it's like ekhaya kutyiwa ipil chat njengoba wena usitya i-mince meat because xa uyandibona imini ndipheke i-mince meat, you know. So I'm just like, this thing is embedded mentally. This thing of identity crisis and not knowing who you are. And
it comes back to what we spoke about last week.
Yeah.
The nutritional value of the food, because like people, like you can consume like pilchard means, but protein content is the same. Yeah. Like starch content. If when uchamazambani is eating butternut, and like starch as being those people, they need the starch.
Yeah. I just think that we're using social media platforms wrong. We're using it to show off. And also in showing off, like we're showing off izinto that we're not real, really. Because you realize that most of the things that we display on social media is fake. It's not realistic. And then we put pressure on abanye bantwana that are still not there yet, because you know, you can talk about knowing your value, knowing your self-worth, knowing who you are, but really it's not easy to find who you are. You need a support system, like we said, from back home to keep reminding you that, listen, you are on the right path. So that's why I like what you said about the support system that you have, because with all of this, there's a lot of pressure, I'm sure, during these competitions and with all of these other gorgeous women, and you know, competition, you know what I mean? But if you show off yourself and unayo a support system that keeps on reminding you that, listen, we're right where you are, mind your own lane, don't worry, that's going on around you. It keeps you grounded. So that's what I like most about it. But now, like I was saying last week, that we need people like you, Sis Zikhona, people that make the steps, the change. Because we were talking about International Women's Day and how I felt like it was glorified. We're not really taking the necessary steps to educate, to raise awareness, and shape the young mind to know where they are and where they still need to go. So now I like how you take the initiative and make the step and make the change. So I really, really like that. This is what I was talking about when I said, makwenziwe makungavele kuthethwe, you know. So I really like that.
One day thing.
Also, it shouldn't be a one day thing, it should be an everyday thing. Now, seeing that today we are celebrating Human Rights Day, what is your message out there for young women?
I'd say to young women, love yourself. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself mentally, physically, spiritually. I always say when I speak that women always like, we are rocks, we are hardcore, we are this. Ours is not to fight to compete with men. We're not here to replace men, but we want to be recognized as women, that we're not second-class citizens. We're not here to compete.
Yes.
We are powerful, yeah. And I remember the other time I was asked if I would choose to challenge, what would I choose to challenge? Because it was like Women's International Month and also Human Rights Month. I said I would choose to challenge some of the statements that we have said with so much passion that no longer serve us. For instance, we say, "Watinta bafazi, watinta imbokodo," you know? And I would say that the reason why now we are struggling with gender-based violence is because they think that really women will not, you will shoot a woman and she won't die. To me, I was like, this statement now, yes, it was good and it was a political statement, but now I'd like to change that statement and say, "Watinta bafazi, watinta ubuntu." You strike a woman, you strike the core of humanity. You understand? So in this Humans Month, just go back to that humanity. Go back to obabuntu, be strong, but don't forget that you're feminine at the same time. I'm not like a feminist and a woman activist and all that. I strive for women to take their positions and their place, to be part of crucial decision makings, to be given their part, to take to be in boardrooms, you understand? Yes. But in the boardroom, not to replace men, but to think that to represent themselves.
I like what you're saying, because it seems like when we say no, women need to be taken seriously, women need to be in the boardrooms, women need to do this, women need to be given positions of power. It seems like to the men or to everyone else, it seems like we're saying we want to replace the men. Like that's not what we are saying, but we're saying we don't want to be second-class citizens, like you said. We just need equality,
gender equality.
Gender equality. So where do you think we are at with gender equality as a country?
As a country, we're making progress.
We're making progress.
We're making progress. Our democracy is still young.
Okay.
And it will take one step at a time to come closer to where we need to go. In economy, we're taking like baby steps. In everything, we're taking baby steps. So I wouldn't crush the government or crush where we are as a country. We are making progress, you know. But during COVID, the most people that suffered, the most people that lost their jobs were still women. You understand? Meaning that we still need to work harder as women to fight for our place in society. So
we need to work twice as hard. Twice as hard. Okay, just to tone it down just a little bit, let me bring you in, Thulz. Tonight you are preparing something delicious. What is it?
Tonight we're preparing chicken breyani. Chicken breyani, it's an Indian meal. It's an Indian cuisine. It's a very high protein cuisine because it contains a lot of meat. Yeah, sometimes people they put beef or chicken, and they also put boiled eggs, but I did not put boiled eggs on mine.
So what do you have on yours?
Okay, when I was preparing mine, of course, I had my rice. You can use any rice that you have at home. You don't have to go an extra mile and buy these fancy rice stuff. Then I had my baby potatoes. Then I had my cherry tomatoes, my peppers, red pepper, yellow pepper, and green pepper. Then my baby marrows. Then I had all my seasoning agents because it needs to be spicy. Yeah, you know, Indian people with spicy stuff.
So tell us, what is the message behind this meal? Why prepare this meal for us tonight? It's an Indian cuisine, it's not African, as you are known to be the African chef. So what is it with this biryani tonight?
Okay. I was inspired by, today I was at home, so I saw my schoolmate from high school, and my class teacher was an Indian woman. So she used to bring me this biryani, because I liked it. They normally prepare it when they're having Eid.
Okay.
Eid, there's something called Eid,
What
which is
it?
I think it's a Christmas event for Muslim people.
Okay.
Yeah. So she used to bring it for me, and like when they have like things like naming of their kids, like
Oh, so it's like a special meal.
Yeah, it's
a special meal. Okay.
It's a special meal. So today when I saw my schoolmate and I was like, oh, there's Miss Rina, then why not preparing the biryani tonight?
Okay, so how long does it take to prepare it, and what's the step in the process?
Oh, all right. It's an easy to prepare meal because like it's just the basics that you know. Just boil your rice and like your potatoes, of course, in different pots. Then you chop all your veggies that you're going to use. Yeah, which is can be like your, of course, your onion needs to be there, like your cherry tomatoes, like your peppers. Then you fry them with the meat of your choice, but I've used chicken, yeah, because Nzwakie doesn't eat.
Nzwakie doesn't eat everything. Yeah.
So yeah, I've made it with chicken. Then I didn't put boiled eggs. Yeah, I did not put.
Do you mix everything, boiled eggs, chicken, in the same thing?
Yeah, it's what you call ska rice to us.
So it's in
yeah,
Indian,
but
ska
now-
rice.
Yeah.
Because I knew.
It's what
Okay.
you call ska rice, but of course, yeah, boy, yeah, it's more nice.
It's more
like,
fancy
more
because it's got
fancy.
meat. I mean,
Yeah,
it's ska rice
of course,
koti.
ska rice koti, please don't rice. there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, boy, it's more proper and.
Okay, so for people that don't really like spicy food, like someone we know, what African ingredients can we incorporate?
Like in terms of like spices, like you can substitute those chili spices like with like medium spices, like instead of egg, instead of using like an extra,
Cayenne pepper.
yeah, then you can use like stick to your salt and pepper. Then
Okay.
it will still be a nice biryani, but of course, like you have to put a little bit of color from other spices as well.
So for someone who has a busy schedule like when us is Zikhona, do you ever have time to cook?
Yes, I do. My husband, I've got a helper at home, a full-time helper, but my husband does not eat the helper's food.
Oh.
So he always like, you will change a helper this year, I've got another one, and then I'm like, the food is not the same. So it's always, I've been married for 11 years and I'm the only one that cooks at home. So I come back with my busy schedule, I take off the heels and go straight to the kitchen.
He doesn't cook at all.
So, no, he does cook.
Uh,
Yeah, he does cook, but part-time.
Part-time job.
Not full time.
Yeah, when I'm not around, but otherwise I love cooking. I'm not a chef, but during lockdown I was like a
Have you ever
self-proclaimed
had
chef.
biryani before?
I've never done biryani. I've done something similar to that. I've done like a paella. I've done like a seafood paella, which is like, it's the same thing, but now for the Chinese. So this is like the same thing like for the Indians.
Also, we
Yes.
all have ska rice.
So
it's
it's
just
Yeah.
Is something that you will also be able to.
I'll be
Yeah,
able to
when I was
make it
telling her
home.
about what I prepared, she asked like, did you put, was it you? Like they said like, why it doesn't have eggs? Like, no, it's up to you if you want to put the eggs on and stuff. Because like with the economy, like sometimes you want to restrict some of the ingredients that you use. Yeah. Because like meat and the egg, they give
They're
an
both
equal
protein.
portion of protein.
Oh, okay. So it's just for the taste.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Do you think your kids would enjoy this? Because I know it's a little bit spicy, or maybe a lot. It's very spicy. Do you think they would enjoy this?
No, they don't do. They don't do spice. They're gonna say, yeah, baba.
No, but for me, like I really like spicy food, so I don't mind. Like, hence I don't like to prepare for a group of people that I don't know because like all my food like is too spicy. So yeah.
Okay, so Thulz, you have something that you're going to share with us just a little bit later on. Zikhona, thank you so much for joining us. It has been so wonderful. We've learned so much from you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Hi guys, I hope you guys are enjoying the show. We will be right back after this break with more with Thulz and Nzwakie. See you after.
Focus on what you do is for offending.
welcome.
KNR is on the pulse of local and international content, offering audiences an opportunity to be part of the global conversation in a fast-changing and increasingly digitized world of communication. Headquartered in East London, Eastern Cape, we broadcast nationwide and stream to the world. As the day breaks, social crossover with Loza Wamvene touches the airwaves, pregnant with compelling content.
We talk about everything that you need to know in the morning. It will help you prepare for the day in a special way. KNR HTC's Aina Media must be netting.
In an increasingly digitized and global economy, businesses and state entities are under pressure to stand out and create awareness about key offerings and new services. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's do radio according to
Welcome back everyone to Chit Chat Reloaded. I hope you guys are having such a wonderful time. Don't forget to show us some love. We'll like our Facebook page on KNDT and also hop on our YouTube channel and watch the channel. I'm sorry, the episodes that you guys might have missed, and also do subscribe. I'm just so excited, guys. My next segment is with Nzwakie, and we're going to talk things old fashioned on the red carpet with the Grammys. It's all excitement. Nzwakie, hey girl.
It was glitz, it was glam.
Oh
hey
my
babe.
gosh, I couldn't wait for this moment. Now, tell me, how was the Grammys? I know our very own Trevor Noah was there.
Yes,
and he was an amazing host.
Yes, yes.
How was the Grammys for you?
The Grammys they were good.
Yes.
Very enjoyable.
Yes.
But then there were a couple of eyebrows.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you were busy looking at the
At the
makeup.
fashion, I was looking at the makeup. I was looking at the makeup. I was
Yes.
looking at the fashion.
Yes.
So today we will be talking about all things fashion. The makeup, it will come. It will come.
It will
But
come.
then, yeah.
It will come.
We have to talk about the fashion because, no. Yeah.
So you wanted to tweak them eyebrows.
I wanted to fix the brows for them because some are still back in the 90s. Was that sense
I think it really looks like marking pen tools. I'm with you on this one.
No, guys.
So Trevor, let's talk about Trevor. Trevor was amazing.
He was amazing, so well spoken as well.
Yes, I'm so proud of him, and you know he's such an inspiration to all South Africans, making it.
But we can do this. Black child, you can do this.
It doesn't matter where you come
Yeah.
from. It doesn't matter where you come from, because I know Trevor Noah also has a book out that talks about his struggle. So it didn't define him his struggle, Sake, but actually now he's an inspiration to all of us. So he did really well, and we're really proud of him as South Africans. And now Beyonce, girl.
28 awards. It's
Most
amazing.
decorated
Yeah,
female
most decorated
artist.
female. Yeah. So it was amazing.
about it that she dressed it up because it's quite a simple dress. So then now she made it dramatic with the gloves, with the matching gloves, you know. And you know, in fashion, you always have to have something, things called as small leather goods. So the leather good, yeah, because of the
And it
outfit.
also had gold tips.
Gold. They had gold tips as well.
Detail.
And because it's such well, let me say a simple. I don't want to really say simple, but then it was a quiet down dress. But then she made it dramatic with the big Diana Ross hair, with the earrings.
I loved
up to a décolletage. So it was a really nice dress. So for me, that was a hit.
That was definitely.
That was a hit. Yeah.
What else do you think was a hit for you?
Let's go to our host Trevor Noah.
Oh my.
Trevor Noah was also was a hit. He was very well put together. He had a black tuxedo on.
You look really.
It goes to show that you can never go wrong with black. With a black item, you can never go wrong with a black item.
I think all the people that really hit the spot are actually very simplistic.
Yes,
but the way they went about putting the pieces together was just amazing.
It was amazing. It was amazing. So
Trevor, with this new look as Noelle, like
it's very nice. It's
there's this whole funky look going on with him. What's up with that?
You find that
like American.
it's like you can't really the tuxedo. You have to have a certain look. But with Trevor Noah and Afro Yak, so it actually looks good as well with the Afro Yak and a like tuxedo. I don't know, something fancy. But it was something fancy because he was the host of the Grammys. So
Big ups to him for that. Who else took it for you? Who took it home for you?
Who took it home for me was the baby.
Yeah.
The baby. If you don't know who the baby was, who the baby is, who the baby is a rapper.
Okay.
He was a rapper on a show, Hip Hop Love at Atlanta or New York.
Yeah.
But then with the baby, he also looked really good. Look at that ensemble. Oof. Look at that ensemble.
Yes.
For the normal person, it would be like, it's too much.
Yes.
But then you know what?
The way it's so well put together.
It's so well put together, yes.
I don't think this is simplistic though, but
it's not. It's
not.
very
like
out there.
Not for the average person.
It's not
for the average person. Not for the average person.
But what I loved about how he accessorized it, because it's very loud. The outfit is very loud, but then he kind of brought it home with the muted turtleneck.
Yes.
He brought it home, and with the hat as well. You know, yes, you could.
So grand,
Come on.
No, but you look grand. But then with the baby, I really thought he was a bit extra with it, which is very nice because you find that most men.
Of course, those are Grammys.
Yes.
He kind of muted it down with that.
With and also accessorized it with the chains and whatnot. But it still looked good. It wasn't too.
I think so too. I mean, I thought for me it was like when I first looked at it, I was like, whoa, and then I was like.
Whoa! You're like, whoa! I also had that. I was like, oh my gosh, the baby, and then but then I'm like,
oh, the baby,
the baby. So another person that really stood out for me was an artist called Her.
Yes.
So Her, she's all about the soul music. She's, you know, she's very down. She's very mellow. You know, so her music is very mellow, and the way she put her dress. Her outfit on was also quite lively because it was Indian inspired.
Oh yeah.
So it has the what's this thing? You know that outfit. Yeah, there's a lot of inspiration behind it as well.
Lately.
Oh, the show is like with you with the chicken breyani. There she is, looking fabulous.
Yeah. So she also brought in what is coming up for the winter and autumn looks, which is the wide leg pants.
Okay.
So that is also coming in, and I love this color on her. It's very, it's quite, because this could also be quite simple, but then the color, it went beautifully with her complexion. So this is what Her had on.
Yes.
It was lovely. It was really lovely. So she was actually giving us a sneak peek in what we have to look out in for winter and
the next
autumn.
Yes,
For the autumnal looks. You know, the wide leg pants. Bootleg is coming back.
Yo. You told me this.
A bootleg is coming back, and I don't know how I'm feeling about it bootleg, but it's coming back. So, but
From all skinny,
yes,
tight to like.
To bootleg.
I'm not sure. Hey?
A bootleg can
I'm
go
not sure I'm
two
coming.
ways.
And these.
Like I'm trying
Nyani.
You can dress it up or down. You can have a heel. You can be flat. Even the guys are wearing bootlegs and wide legs as well. So that's also coming.
I think it's better to put on with a heel though.
With a heel
When
for
you
us,
put on with like a flat shoe, then it's kind of like looks
yeah,
weird.
you do.
Okay,
like,
so what's the difference between a hipster and a bootleg? I think
Yes.
same thing.
okay,
It's not like similar.
yeah, the hipster bootleg.
Cousin.
Same WhatsApp group, you know.
Okay.
So hipster
It's tight all the way down, then you're vulega ke ngoku. But if bootleg, yeah, was by loose, yeah. But what's chic about the bootlegs and the wide legs that are coming out now is that they've got a slit at the bottom, so we don't have the penguin effect that we had previously. You know, if you sussed it out, we had the penguin effect with as a bootleg. But that is
Shade, much.
but then that's a topic for another day.
That's a topic for another day. So now coming to the not so really good, not the really good looking outfits. Who stood out for you in the, I don't want to say it, but the worst dressed?
The worst dress, you know, we had Doja Cat. In the worst dress, we had Doja Cat for me. Doja Cat was also quite a mess because I understand what she was trying to do. She had like a tight, what is it, bodycon? Not a bodycon, but it was, what's
So
it?
messy.
It was very messy. She had the feathers going down, so it was pretty disturbing. It had a very low plunge as well, so it showed out her décolletage quite well. And then yeah, but it was just a miss for me. It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense because we've got feathers and ruffles going all down. And
Was it leather on top?
It was leather, but it was quite plunged, you know. So there
like
you go. Yeah.
open. There
Yeah,
is.
it was the feathers. There's too much going on. So for me, it would have made sense if we didn't have the feathers at the bottom. Yeah.
Kind of misplaced. They don't show her full figure. I don't
Yeah, but
understand this
what
outfit
I'm not mad about is the plunge line. How deep it
it goes.
I'm not mad about that because it's when you show off your
cut.
when you show off your décolletage, your décolleté. Yeah, well, so that's a plunge. So for her, because she's quite petite, so she can get away with that.
Yeah.
So it's just what's going on at the bottom. So that was a miss for me. The hair, the makeup, it's a whole mess for me.
Even the makeup?
Yes. It's well-ish.
I think I like the smoky eye. I don't know. It's kind of doing it for me, but I'm
I don't
not
know.
sure
I
with
think
the
because
hair.
I saw with the whole ensemble, the
look.
whole
I think
ensemble.
I think change.
Yeah, Chinja. Yeah, another thing that another artist
that kind of missed for you.
It's Lizzo.
Oh yeah.
We know Lizzo as a big girl activist, very risky with what she wears. Now in dance.
But now you're like back in the day.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
I think I think but they look
I think the whole dress for me doesn't do it because I don't know what's going on with the whole Ipliti Eziana. What's going on with those?
What's upsetting is that she wanted to be risky but safe as well, because I understand with what the top is happening, you know, because it does show off a bit, you know, it's showing off just enough. But then go white Buddha, but in trip dance feel as well with the
also with this going down here.
Yeah, with the type of the material as well. But then I was very sad about this because she's so she put her mark as a big girl, and then we can wear anything, we could break it out. But then she was a bit safe for me when it came to this with this dress. So it was a miss for me in that regard, because we know her for risky outfits, for being sexy. If we 2 centimeter,
and I
got a problem.
Comfortable and confident.
This is why we go to her, because she's black girl power, big girl power. She stands big, is beautiful, but then this was quite safe for me.
Yeah, she also doesn't really look that much confident even in herself in this outfit. It's totally a miss. Who's up next in your miss it?
Megan Thee Stallion. We all know Megan Thee Stallion for being body, yaddy, 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 yaddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ankosho, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what's going on there.
But what I love is that she brought back orange is what we're wearing in autumn and in winter. We bring it back.
Nailed the color.
But then I don't know poofy pa and all
the bow at the back.
Yeah, what's disappointing about this is that we know her for her body yadi. Now asiboni.
Hit it.
Yeah, she did.
Cool.
Man, Thulz, not like this.
I don't know. But then her face was gorgeous. Her makeup was gorgeous. Her hair was gorgeous. Her accessories were also quite cute. But then it's just that it didn't embody who Megan Thee Stallion is.
Yeah.
So, and that's why we want to see about Megan Thee Stallion. We want to see the body yadi, because that's what she says all the time. Her body.
Maybe someone said dress up.
And now I'm sure, like with Lendu Papa, I'm sure he covered shit.
It did. Yeah, a lot of people.
So if you feel it,
yeah.
But maybe someone told it to cover up, but I don't think they meant like this. I don't know.
They didn't mean that the but you know, if it didn't have the big bow at the back, it would have been fine for me. But then still, she looks like she's going to a matric dance.
If we like it too much, I don't think it's like tight.
Because when we see Megan Thee Stallion, it's basically, because that's what she stands. That's what she sings about is her body yadi. So we want to see her body yadi.
Show your body yadi.
Show me your body yadi.
Maybe she just wanted to cover up. So I hear you talking a lot about what's coming this winter, this autumn, and these nice colors. You mentioned orange.
Yes. What you have on exactly right now, what we both have on right now.
By the way.
Yes.
Coincidence?
It's a coincidence. We didn't plan it. So the leather pants are coming back, which is great because they're so comfortable. Let's start there.
Comfy, yeah.
Comfortable, and they
not as tight as jeans.
Yeah, you can dress them up, you can dress them down. So, and the warm tones are coming, the neutrals, the browns, burgundy, all those lovely colors. You know, the browns. Oh, my favorite color is coming, like the deep chocolate brown. That's coming in. I incorporated on my eye, if y'all can see. So that's coming. So I'm just so excited about the autumnal looks that are coming, about the winter looks that are coming. So yeah, I saw a bit of autumnal and a bit of winter there in terms of colors, like the burgundies that her had, the orange that we're having in, that's coming as well. And another color that is coming in, believe it or not, is bubblegum pink.
Bubblegum pink.
It makes no sense to me, but then because how we are dressing up loungewear as well. That's also a thing. We're no more buying loungewear to lounge at home. We bring in loungewear just to to look good, like stepping out to the mall or something.
I got you. But Nzwakie, there'll be more with you after this break. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with the reload with more of Nzwakie and Thulz. Welcome back to the Reload, guys. I hope you guys are having so much fun. Don't forget to show us some more love by liking our Facebook page and jumping on our YouTube channel. Now we're back with Thulz. Oh my God, that looks so delicious. Are you gonna be dishing up for us?
I'm about to dish up.
Ooh, don't break those plates now.
We are ready.
We are now about to
feed us, chef.
Yes, feed us. Guys, remember last week when we spoke, I kind of hinted a little bit on the article that I read on Dear Jobless Graduate. Now, we spoke a little bit of that earlier on with Zikhona, and I just wanted to hear your guys' thoughts on this Dear Jobless Graduate thing, where we said it's a whole pandemic on itself, where graduation, no job after.
No job, yeah.
What do you think?
It's actually quite sad. You know, we go to varsity to study so that we can have jobs, so that we can have careers, you know, and to bring something home. Now, because of this pandemic, not just the pandemic, because there has been an ongoing thing of jobless graduates. Even
it just adds on.
It just adds on to the stress, adds on to the pressure that we have as graduates. That what next? Because it says that you could have a job. You could not have a job. So it's give or take.
What I liked that was interesting with this article, it not only just mentioned that, but it also kind of gave us some tips. So it mainly focused on why we possibly not getting these jobs after graduation. So it hinted a little bit on your sloppy CV. That might be what makes you not get the job. Your spelling errors that are on that CV, how thin your CV is because you haven't been... thank you, Thulz, that you haven't been having any experience. What were you doing as a student?
Thank you.
Right?
Yeah.
And also number 2, the interview. Now that you've gotten through the CV part, the interview. You came in, you're down, you have no energy, you're using slang, your body language is not saying, I'm here, I'm ready to represent your company. So it said a lot of other things and gave us a lot of tips that I thought were really useful that we were really not looking into.
We were not looking into, Another thing that Blade Zamande said that was so profound for me is that we are all some of us, right, and universities are also offering career paths that are not sought after, you know, so that's another thing that could be a reason why we have so many unemployed graduates as well. Sana I'm sorry.
This is so, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Guys, let's do it. Let's dig in.
Sana sikhawuleza uzanthetha.
I'm sorry. They need to know.
Thulz, your veggies are still crunchy. That's what we want.
It is so delicious. Guys, I need to ban no Thulz.
Hey, man.
I need to ban now Thulz. I cannot. We can move it. Nzwakie, how is this? Oh my God. Guys, I hope you guys had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time with us. From Zikhona Ngxata gracing us with her presence, to Thulz preparing this amazing meal, and and Nzwakie giving us her wisdom when it comes to fashion and beauty. Now, I hope you guys really enjoyed the show, and thank you so much for tuning in. We hope to see you next week, Sunday. Same time, same place. Have a lovely week.